Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of what makes great literature tick. Today, we're diving into a work that's not typically considered literature in the classical sense, but has had a profound impact on the world, the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, marking the end of World War I. It's significant because it attempted to impose a new world order, redrawing national borders and establishing the League of Nations. The treaty has been both praised and criticized for its role in shaping modern history. In terms of literary background, the Treaty of Versailles relates to the tradition of diplomatic and historical writing. Authors like Barbara Tuchman and Margaret Macmillan have written extensively on the subject, providing context and analysis of the treaty's negotiation and implementation. Critics and scholars have debated the treaty's effectiveness, with some arguing it laid the groundwork for World War II. For instance, Tuchman's The Guns of August provides a detailed account of the events leading up to the war, while Macmillan's Paris 1919 offers a comprehensive analysis of the treaty's negotiation. The Treaty of Versailles is a prime example of how language can be used as a tool for shaping reality. The document's use of words like guilt and reparation created a narrative that would have far-reaching consequences. For example, Article 231, also known as the War Guilt Clause, stated that Germany was responsible for causing all the losses and damages suffered by the Allied powers during the war. This clause not only imposed significant financial burdens on Germany, but also perpetuated a sense of shame and resentment among its people. The treaty's literary significance can also be seen in its reflection of the ideals and flaws of its time. The document's emphasis on national self-determination, for instance, was a nod to the progressive ideologies of the era. However, its failure to account for the complexities of ethnic and nationalist tensions would ultimately contribute to the rise of fascist and nationalist movements in Europe. In terms of cultural impact, the Treaty of Versailles has had a lasting influence on literature and art. Works like Éric Maria Remarque's All Quiet on the Western Front and Wilfred Owen's poetry reflect the disillusionment and trauma caused by World War I, which was exacerbated by the treaty's provisions. The treaty's legacy can also be seen in more recent works, such as Pat Barker's Regeneration trilogy, which explores the psychological effects of war on soldiers. Furthermore, the Treaty of Versailles has had a significant impact on the development of international relations and global governance. The establishment of the League of Nations, for example, was a precursor to the United Nations and other international organizations that aim to promote peace and cooperation among nations. However, the treaty's failure to prevent future conflicts also highlights the limitations and challenges of international diplomacy. The treaty's emphasis on punishment and reparation, for instance, ultimately contributed to the rise of Nazi Germany and the outbreak of World War II. This serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of nuanced and thoughtful diplomacy in international relations. In conclusion, the Treaty of Versailles is a complex and multifaceted document that has shaped modern history in profound ways. Its literary significance lies in its use of language, its reflection of the ideals and flaws of its time, and its continued relevance to contemporary culture. That's all for today's Lit with Ernest. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.